I was the nanny for a billionaire's kids. What they asked me to sign after I quit still haunts me. I never planned to work for one of the richest families in America. I was just a 23-year-old grad student who needed money when I answered an ad for a live-in childcare provider in Manhattan's Upper East Side. The salary was triple what other nanny positions offered, with full benefits and a private suite in their penthouse. Too good to be true. Warpaya, the Blackwood family seemed perfect at first. Two adorable children, parents who ran a tech empire, and a home straight out of architectural digest. Mr. Blackwood was rarely home, but Mrs. Blackwood was warm and welcoming during my interview. "We just need someone who can be discreet and flexible," she said, emphasizing the word discreet in a way that should have been my first red flag. 3 days into the job, I understood why discretion mattered. Mrs. Blackwood didn't just run a company pern, she ran a carefully crafted image. The children, 8-year-old Emma and 6-year-old Aman, were props in this performance. They attended elite private schools and had schedules packed with activities designed to make them exceptional. My first shock came when I found Emma sobbing in her closet at 11 p.m. practicing violin because she'd scored 98% on a math test instead of 100%. Bycatches says exceptional people don't make mistakes, she whispered. When I mentioned this to Mrs. Blackwood, she smiled tightly. "We have high expectations. That's how success happens." The real strangeness began when I noticed cameras everywhere. Not just security cameras in common areas, but hidden ones in the children's rooms, bathrooms, even inside stuffed animals. When I accidentally covered one with a book, Mrs. Blackwood appeared within minutes to fix the decor. The children were never allowed to eat sugar, watch Nong, or play video games. Healthy childhood experiences were replaced with Mandarin lessons, competitive chess, and coding camps. Emma once whispered to me that she just wanted to be normal while we watched other kids playing in Central Park. Parent kid she wasn't allowed to join. After 6 months, I discovered why I was the 5th nanny in 2 years. Mr. Blackwood came home drunk one night while his wife was away. He casually mentioned that my predecessor couldn't handle the monitoring requirements. When I asked what he meant, he laughed. "The psychological evaluations, the loyalty tests, Sarah thinks anyone close to the children needs regular assessment." The next day, I found a document on my bed titled Quarterly Psychological Evaluation. It included questions about my political beliefs, family history of mental illness, and sexual history. There was a note that I would be scheduled for a standard blood panel to test for genetic predispositions. 3 days later, a courier delivered a package containing a non-disclosure agreement with a $250,000 settlement offer. The document specifically prohibited me from ever discussing the monitoring systems, child development protocols, or family dynamics I had witnessed. What haunts me wasn't the surveillance or even the controlling behavior. It was the final page of the NDA, which referenced Project Canada and stated that I would never contact Emma or Jan through any means, direct or indirect, until their 30th birthdays, pint, even if they contacted me first. I didn't sign it. Instead, I sent Mrs. Blackwood a simple message. "Emma keeps a journal under her mattress. She deserves to have one private thing in her life." 2 weeks later, I received another package. Inclined was Emma's violin parrot, the one she'd been forced to practice for hours daily, parrot, along with a note in childish handwriting. "Thank you for seeing me. Sometimes I walk past their building and wonder if those children will ever escape the perfect prison built for them." The billionaire lifestyle isn't glamorous when you are 8 years old and crying in a closet because perfection is the only acceptable outcome.